Today, we journey to 19th century Germany to uncover what the Brothers Grimm really wrote, The Frog King or Iron Heinrich. Did the princess kiss the frog? In the version we know today, in Disney films, in modern storybooks, the answer is yes. A gentle kiss breaks the spell, love conquers all, a perfect fairy tale ending. But in 1812, when the Brothers Grimm first published this tale, the story was very different. What did the princess really do to the frog? And why did this story become so controversial that the Brothers Grimm had to rewrite it 45 years later? The story begins with a young princess, not a grown woman, but a child, playing with her favourite toy, a golden ball. By an old well in the forest, the ball slips from her hands. It falls into the dark water below. She begins to cry. To an adult, it's just a toy, but to a child, it's everything. Then a voice from the well. A frog surfaces from the water. The frog speaks.
I can get your ball back, but you must promise me something in return.
What did the frog ask for?
Let me eat from your golden plate. Let me drink from your golden cup. And let me sleep in your bed.
The child, desperate for her toy, says yes. But listen to what she thinks to herself.
This stupid frog. He has to stay in the water. He cannot be a companion to a human.
She never meant to keep her promise. The frog keeps his word. He brings back the ball. The princess? She grabs the ball and runs. She doesn't look back. The frog calls after her.
Wait, take me with you. I cannot run as fast as you.
But she doesn't listen. She hurries home and soon forgets the poor frog, who must return to his well. That evening, the royal family gathers for dinner. The princess has forgotten all about the frog. Then there's a knock at the castle door. The princess opens the door. There, waiting on the doorstep, is the frog. She slams the door shut. Her heart is pounding. She runs back to the table. The king sees her fear.
What has frightened you, my child? Was it a giant at the door? A robber?
The king asks. The princess tells her father everything. The well, the golden ball, the promise she made, and how she ran away. The king does not protect his daughter. Instead, he commands.
What you have promised, you must perform. Go, and let him in.
The princess has no choice. She opens the door. The frog hops inside. And so the frog eats from her golden plate, drinks from her golden cup. The princess can barely eat. She is sick with disgust. When dinner ends, the frog speaks again.
I am tired. Carry me to your room and let me sleep in your bed.
The princess begins to cry, but the king orders her.
He helped you when you were in need. Now you must keep your word.
And so the frog follows her up the stairs to her bedroom. In the original story, what happens next? The frog demands to sleep in her bed. The princess is trapped. Her father commanded it. Something inside the princess breaks. All the fear, all the disgust, all the helplessness. It turns to fury. She grabs the frog and throws it against the wall with all her strength. The moment the frog hits the wall, there's a flash of light. The spell breaks. The frog becomes a prince. He tells her he was cursed by a witch, that only she could break the spell. And then they marry, but not because they fell in love. Listen carefully to how the Brothers Grimm wrote it. According to her father's will, he became her dear companion and husband. Her father's will, not hers. This is not a happy ending. This is a girl who broke her promise, a father who valued honor over his daughter's feelings, and a marriage no one chose freely. The prince and princess depart in a golden carriage. But wait, the Brothers Grimm titled this story The Frog King or Iron Heinrich. Who is Heinrich? Heinrich was the prince's most faithful servant. When his master was cursed and trapped as a frog, Heinrich's heart broke with grief. Literally broke. His heart was breaking from sorrow, so he had 3 iron bands forged and bound around his chest to keep his heart from shattering completely. For years he waited, never giving up hope, never abandoning his master. As they travel, there's a loud crack. The prince thinks the carriage is breaking, but Heinrich calls out,
"No, my lord, it is the band from around my heart, the band that bound it in grief when you were cursed as a frog."
Now you see why the Brothers Grimm titled this story The Frog King or Iron Heinrich. The princess broke her promise and was forced to keep it. But Heinrich, he never needed to be forced. He chose loyalty. He chose to suffer. He chose to wait. This is the real story. 2 kinds of promises, 2 kinds of hearts. One bound by a father's command, one bound by iron, and freed by love. The story we know today, a kiss, love, a happy ending. But in 1812, the Brothers Grimm told us something darker and deeper, about broken promises, about fathers who chose to be kings rather than fathers, about forced marriages, and about one servant whose faithfulness was stronger than any curse. That is the Frog King, or Iron Heinrich, the real story, the one they had to rewrite 45 years later because the truth was too uncomfortable. Next time, Aladdin, the story we all know. But was Aladdin truly the righteous, kind hero we see in modern animations and storybooks? And the genie, was it really blue, legless, floating in the air, living in a lamp? The original story holds secrets modern versions never told you. Next time, we reveal the truth.